What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be doing how Paramount Plus has ruined the sport, okay? Sorry for no video yesterday. Woke up mad late for school. Had no time for a vid. But, today's Friday. Saturday, NFL predictions. And I guess, hopefully in the same day, we'll do these two vids. But, again, I need to gather my picks for NFL. And I need to find out the matchups I'm going to do for UFC, whatever, UFC 325. But today we're just going to do how Paramount Plus ruined the sport of MMA. And I think everybody can agree with that. Okay? If you didn't hear, Dana going to Paramount Plus, announced some fights. Justin Gaethje versus Paddy Pimblett. Okay? A lot of people are pissed off, including me, about this matchup. This is a good matchup, but not for an interim title. Okay? It should have been Arman. Arman literally said, I'm ready to turn around in January for the belt. It should have been Paddy versus Arman. Because let's be honest, I think Gaethje's going to win, but if Gaethje loses, he's retiring anyways. What's the point of even putting him in a title match? Retire. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Gaethje. We don't need you, Gaethje. Like, this division's moved on without you, bro. Dustin's retired. Charles has maybe 1 to 2 years left. You know, Michael Chandler's, washed up as hell. Gaethje, your era is over, all right? It's time for the new dogs. Arman, Paddy, Gamrot. Some of those new gen people, like Ilya Taporia, too. And, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It should have been Arman versus Paddy. But no, Gaethje's more popular. Gaethje's the highlight, the most violent fighter on the roster, the most entertaining fighter on the roster. He hasn't had an entertaining fight in a hot minute. Let's be honest. Rafael Fiziev, not entertaining. Even the Max fight. It was good, but entertaining. He was getting his ass whooped for 4.5 rounds straight. Until that knockout. Because let's be honest, take out that knockout. Just say they brawled at the end and then they went to a decision. No one would talk about this fight. Okay? Dustin Poirier. I guess that was a good KO. Like I said, he's not that entertaining. He's entertaining, but only when he wants to be. You know what I'm saying? Fiziev, majority decision. Ass fight. Charles, that was a good fight. That was a banger. Chandler, banger. Khabib, mid. Tony, banger. I guess that Gaethje's proving my point. I'm just saying, he hasn't had an entertaining fight in a hot minute, okay, since 2023 of July. And they still call him the highlight. They still call him the most violent, entertaining fighter. He's not violent. I'll tell you that. He ain't violent. Taking people to decisions, The last violent KO he got was probably Tony Ferguson back in 2020, May 9th. But, yeah, this is a popularity contest. Paddy, he's pretty well known for his haircut, the way he carries himself, the accent, the everything. He carries himself, the KOs, the submissions, the aura, I guess, around Paddy Pimblett. That's how he gets title shots. Yeah, he's young. He's hungry. I still think Gaethje's going to win, but yeah. Kayla Harrison, Amanda Nunes. Not a horrible fight, but again, this is a popularity contest. I know you probably can't find anybody else in this division that actually deserves it, but we're going to bring Amanda Nunes out of retirement for this. We're going to bring Amanda Nunes out of retirement just to fight Kayla Harrison when Amanda Nunes hasn't had a fight in 2 years against Ariel Aldana. Big fan of Ariel Aldana, if you guys don't know. Add that to the lore. But, this fight, I want to think it's going to be entertaining. I know I want to think it's a badass fight, but it really isn't. Amanda Nunes, when she left, was boring as shit. Kayla Harrison, I guess she's not too boring, but tell me you sat there and enjoyed that Juliana Pena fight. And that Ketlin Vieira fight. And that Holly Holm fight. Exactly, brother. Okay, Sean O'Malley versus Song Yadong, good matchup. Arnold versus Gene Silva, good matchup. All these are good matchups. Again, putting Derek Lewis on a main card in 2025 is fucking absurd. And it's just because, knockout king, man, 17 knockouts. That's the only reason he's putting on main cards. Why is he the opener against Waldo Villacosta? This should be a fight night main event. Fucking fight night main event. Fight night main event of the prelims for a pay-per-view. Maybe even a co-main event of a really good fight night. He's just knocking out prospects at this point. He's not even actually having good fights. He fights once a year. Hey, ever since he lost to Jota Almeida, he fights once a year. And usually fights once a year against, I don't know, in Nashville or somewhere like that, against fucking prospects that have one good win. Davidson Figueiredo versus Umar Nurmagomedov. Umar should be... I like this matchup. But again, this is popularity. A lot of people know Figgy from flyweight. Umar, the cousin of Khabib. And, this is a easy win for Umar. And I like that Umar's staying active. But I'd rather him face like a freaking Vinicius Oliveira. Not a Figgy who, coming off one win against Montel Jackson, split decision. You keep throwing Figgy in the deep waters, he's going to fail. Figgy should be a gatekeeper. And then Ngannou, near real ones know, is just going to knock out another bum because they don't know who to give him because everyone's declining a fight against him. Everyone's declining a fight against Ngannou near. So, kind of fried. Alright? And don't even get me started on Lopez versus Volk 2. I don't know if Paramount personally called them up and said, what was I going to say? We need Lopez in there. That haircut's massive. No, why? Why do you got to do this to us, Dana? Lopez is coming off 1-1 against number 11 ranked Gene Silva. This man's coming off a win and gets the title shot. But Lerone, who's on 19-0 or 16-0, Evloev 19-0, even Yair Rodriguez deserves a title shot over Lopez. That's crazy to say, but if we have Rodriguez, Mr. Rodriguez, it's one of my teachers. Yair Rodriguez versus Volk in Mexico, or Lopez versus Volk in Australia, I'm taking the Mexico one. I don't care. Yair deserves a title shot over Lopez. That's what I'm saying. They're both coming off one win that are pretty mid-wins. Right? They should just duke it out. But no. We have to give Lopez another title shot. Because, this is Volk's final match. This is his retirement match. So we got to make sure Volk gets knocked out by Lopez. Lopez is probably the one who has the most heavy hands in this division. Okay, so now you might as well just give him Gene Silva, bro. Give him what's his name? Steve Garcia. Give Volk Steve Garcia if you really just want to knock him out. I think Steve Garcia probably beats Volk. But that's not the facts. Okay? I hope one of them, Volk or Lopez, pull out of this fight. And we can hopefully get a replacement, Lopez versus Yair for the interim belt. I would be up to that. I'd be up to Yair versus Lopez for the interim belt. I know 2 interim belts, main events in a row, kind of weird, but still better than Lopez versus Volk. But yeah, I've been ranting for a long time. Thank you guys for watching this video. I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.